Hello and welcome to 5-Minute Matches. If this is your first time here, help the channel by clicking the subscribe button. Back in 1987, Mark Calaway, young Undertaker, was an aspiring professional wrestler eager to be part of the wrestling business. Young Undertaker borrowed and begged to come up with the exorbitant $2,000 fee for the privilege of training with veteran Buzz Sawyer.
I hooked up with Buzz Sawyer, and I got to come up with $2,000, and I ain't got a pot or a window to throw it out of, right? It stretches the shit out of everybody, right? Like cross-faced, amateur position, just stretch you, cross-face you and everything. Just hooking everybody, and so this goes on for weeks. Still no wrestling ring. I think we'd maybe learned to lock up and take an arm, all in the driveway in the front yard, you know. Each time we'd show up, there'd be a few less guys until I was the last one there.
One day, Buzz Sawyer just vanished without a trace, leaving for a different territory with young Undertaker's money. Young Undertaker was left without the rest of the training he had paid for and 2 Rottweilers.
Knock on the door, he never answers, right? So I start peering in the windows. He just left. He had 2 really nice Rottweilers. So I stole his Rottweilers. His whole deal was a scam from the start.
Young Undertaker, however, was determined to make it in the professional wrestling business, having no other real career opportunities after leaving college and the pursuit of a basketball career in Europe. Undertaker, the Texas native, decided that the best way to get in the wrestling business would be to attempt to get booked for a match for the local Texas territory owned by Fritz von Erich, World Class Championship Wrestling. Young Undertaker decided that the only way to get booked was to sit in the hallway of WCCW's headquarters every Wednesday, hoping to catch someone's eye at their weekly creative meetings.
The Von Erichs ran Dallas, World Class Championship Wrestling. And I knew that they were in the office on Wednesday. The guys would come in, get their paychecks every Wednesday for about 8 months. I'd sit in the lobby, and guys would walk right by me, not even acknowledge my presence. There was a referee back there. His name was Bronco Lubitsch. He was the only one that would speak to me. You here again, huh, kid? Yes, sir, Mr. Lubitsch. Hoping maybe I get a chance to talk to somebody today. All right, well, good luck.
One day, when young Undertaker was almost at the point of quitting, the man in charge, WCCW boss Fritz von Erich, walks in the building and acknowledges young Undertaker in the hallway.
I was right at the end of my ride. I was like, fuck, I'm not getting anywhere here. The guy that owned the company, Fritz von Erich, came in, walked in, and he stopped, and he looked at me. Started to get up, and introduce myself, and turned around and went into Bronco's office, and he had a deep, gravelly voice, and I could hear him. Who's that kid out there? He's been coming here for months. He's just trying to get booked. Book him Friday night. I want to see what he can do. He looks just like David, one of his sons that he had lost. I looked a lot like David. That's how I got my first break.
Young Undertaker was scheduled to wrestle against the madman of professional wrestling, Bruiser Brody. Possibly the hardest match for a rookie against a wrestler who is widely regarded as one of the most savage performers inside and outside of the ring, and a wrestler that carried a lot of respect in the professional wrestling business. Young Undertaker would wrestle under a mask going by the name Texas Red, and in his corner would be Percy Pringle III, the man who years later became both the on-screen father and manager to the Undertaker character Paul Bearer.
Bruiser Brody's my first professional match, right?
I was his first manager in his first match at the Sportatorium in Dallas.
21 maybe.
Weighing in at 315 pounds, Percy Pringle presents Texas Red.
My first match is with Bruiser Brody. You couldn't have drove a nail up my ass with a sledgehammer. I'm so nervous to start with. Stupid Gene flips on the back of your head, and I'm looking at him, I'm going, fuck, I'm bigger than he is. Bell rings, and boom, I tie up with him, collar and elbow, and jam him up into a corner. And, he's, hey, kid, lighten up a little bit, kid. Relax. My body's like angle iron, right? I'm so just, so I go to shove him. My hand slips off, kind of palm him, and I clip him in the chin a little bit, right? Temperature in the room changed a little bit at that moment. So we tie up again.
If this man wants to get rid of you, he will.
Armbar by Bruiser Brody on Texas Red.
I gotta shoot him across the ring, and I'm gonna hit him with a clothesline. Clothesline, right?
Now you're calling the match.
I'm calling the match. He comes off the ropes like a 6'5", 300-pound bullet. That furry boot come up out of nowhere, man, and it, wham! He kicks me square in my jaw. Next thing I know, he's grabbing me.
Brody with that big elbow to take young Texas Red down.
throws me out of the ring, throws me down on this table. He takes this chair, he swings as hard as he can. Full force. There were slats of wood flying everywhere. This chair just fucking explodes. I'd never been hit that hard by anything at that point. He throws me back in the ring, ties me all up in the ropes, right? I'm greener, don't know what the hell I'm doing. And he just starts hitting the other ropes and coming and just kicking me as hard as he can in the head. And I deserved it. And he was giving me a lesson that I needed to learn. Anyway, a couple of minutes later, boom, he pins me. We go back to the dressing room, and I went over to him. Mr. Brody, thank you. He said, all right, kid, just, relax next time, will you?
Thank you for watching this trip down memory lane. If I missed anything, please let me know in the comments below. Feel free to press that like button and also subscribe for more future content just like this, or better. This has been fun. Thank you for watching.